Alright, this one wants to be played too.
Yeah, baby!
Alright! I already sold though. Someone bought it.
I wanted to say again, thank you so much for taking a little bit of time, carving it out of your lives to come hang out in a room full of guitar nerds and talk to guitar builders about guitars. It's wonderful to see such a great turnout, everybody here. We really, really appreciate it. And I want you guys to give it up for James and the crew here at Guitar Store.
Not quite at that. You want something that's really be able to dig in chord and play, dig into well, but still be able to get in and bend. So this is you got this 7 1/4.
What we're doing today can really be traced back to the early days of Leo and his team in the original guitars. See, Leo.
This is a thin line with a book-matched ash top. This is pretty unique, double bound with perloid. These are Waller gold foils in some cool little bezels, perloid bezels. This is referred to as a chopped telly bridge essentially, but this is my brass knuckle one-piece compensated saddle.
I said, no, you need to get a real job. So I got a job repairing guitars. And that led to me getting hired at Fender in 2003. And I've been there 16, going on 17 years. And I love every minute of it.
Of what we do in the custom shop, pull back the curtain and talk about them. So the first thing I always say is it's the people. At the Fender factory,
you see that? The first freaking part.
The custom shop
the
is
nuts
something
for the
that
pots.
they aspire to. So we take the best and the brightest.
Yeah, exactly. I hadn't been to the custom shop in a few years. Usually I would just ship everything back to them. And so on my interview day, I went down there and we walked down the hall where there's just, it's just lined with custom shop guitars from the years. And the very first inlay I ever did was this fancy Tree of Life was there. And I never had seen the completed guitar. I just received the neck, inlaid it, sent it back. And there it was, complete, carved, 20 some odd years later, and I was with Mr. Mike Lewis, and I stopped and I said, oh, wait a second, this is the first thing I ever did. I said, look, there's my initials created, and like one little tear came down, and that just cinched the deal right there.
You're like, oh, you're home, baby.
You're in.
Home.
And it was...
I was really intimidated when I first stepped into the shop. In fact, I had to bring a guitar as part of my interview process. And I asked the boss not to show the master builders because I was worried that they would make fun of me. That was how afraid of them I was. And had I known, I would have just kicked the door in. Yeah. So to be a part of this kind of elite Fender club is it's an honor, and it blows me away every day that I'm there, and I'm kind of part of the second generation of builders, and now I kind of grew up there.
And as what you're talking about, the simplicity and how it's constructed, it's ingenious in that he started with, this is 1 3/4 of an inch, which is how 8/4 lumber gets sanded down to the final thickness where it's all nice and clean. So I don't think that was a design element. It was, here's our lumber, and once we sand it, it ends up being exactly this thick. Let's do it. So I don't think there was, oh, let's try different. No, This is what you got is what you got from the most simplest or the least amount of labor.
Guitars, some of the ones that even sound really good, they're like, this is a junk. Whoa, there's big gaps, you can put a pick in them. I'm taking apart famous guitars. Like, that you would, if you saw them for sale hanging on the wall, you would say, nope, no thanks. But if you knew what that guitar's history was, you beat him up to go get it.
By the time he came into the Fender Custom Shop, not only was Ron like, oh wow, I'm gonna go work for the Fender Custom Shop, the guys were like, oh wow, Ron's gonna come work with us?
Now, we were intimidated by him. He came in and was like, oh, Ron's coming? Like, clean this mess up.
So one more thing. So in regards to the master built and team built thing, team built guitar is great. I own a couple myself and they're amazing. But when you pick up a master built guitar, like you hold it in your hands, it feels like someone there's just an extra love. I don't know how to really describe it, but it's got a thing to it. It's got that vibe, the mojo, if you will.
He was always part of the brotherhood.
Yeah,
thanks.
we would always say, like, because we'd have to ship our stuff to Ron to get it inlaid, and we all made our like little love notes to Ron. And so one time I visited his shop for a project I was working on, and it was like, I don't know, 2 days before Christmas or something. And I'm hanging out at his shop all day, and I see all the little pieces of tape where I wrote like, I love Ron Thorn and stuff, and they were all on the side of the cabinet. And I was like, he kept them.
I didn't even know you noticed.